welcome to my channel. I'm natural. I'm Jasmine, and you're watching my YouTube channel. So if you watched my last video, you would see that I just got 2 new pet hermit crabs, Larry and Sebastian, and it was it was it was not what I thought it was going to be. I was very ill prepared for hermit crabs. They require a lot more maintenance than you would think, and a lot more items to get started than the pet store will let you know, because I don't think they know either. But to check that spill out, just check out my last video and you will see the truth behind owning pet hermit crabs. But today's video, I am making them a travel case because I will be taking them with me to my parents' house for the 4th of July. And also I am in the process of updating their new tank, so they need a temporary tank to be in while I do that. So this video is going to be a 3-part series of me revamping my Hermes homes. So today's episode, we are we are creating a travel aquarium for my babies. So stay tuned. So I purchased a couple of items to put into my travel tank as well as my upgraded tank. I will leave a description of the things that I use for my travel tank in the description box, but this is just a quick little overview of some of the things I got and then what their actual tank is looking like. A mess, we know. So what you are currently seeing is me create the foundation for my crab habitat using 1 part sand to 1 part coconut compost. I purchased a 50-pound bag of sand from Lowe's for about $5, and I got a 5.5 liter bag of coconut compost from Petsmart, and it was about $27. So I'm going to mix this up together and spread it through the bottom of my tank and get about 3 inches for them to be able to bury themselves under for molting purposes. Okay, so also I am about to hot glue these caps into the travel case because I want to have my water elevated out of the sand that I'm going to have, so they can have access to their water dishes without it actually soaking into the sand. So I took 2 caps from regular cleaning supplies and I cleaned them out, and then I am going to hot glue them down, and then I'm going to hot glue their little pools to the top of those. Along with that, because I went completely out of order, I forgot I got them a climbing wall. I have that. It's going to be inside my real tank as well as inside this tank. So this is the actual climbing wall. I don't know if can you see that? It's a little climbing wall that they have, and it's for a 10-gallon size tank. So this is 20 inches by 10 inches. So it's going to fit perfectly on the back of my tank. This is a rather large one that I got off of Amazon. I'm not sure of the measurements for it, but I'm gonna cut this to fit the back of my little travel tank. But I didn't know what size travel tank I was gonna get. But yeah. So I just have a pair of regular scissors. I would definitely recommend maybe using like a razor or a sharper pair of like good scissors. But this will do too. It's a little bit tougher to cut with, but we're gonna make it do what it do. It's a little bit smaller than the width of my tank, but that's okay. They only need a slight climbing wall in this little tank. Something for them to do while we travel. So yeah, going back. All right, so I have about, I couldn't tell you the width of this or the length, but it fits down into the bucket. So this is gonna be hot glued to this back wall, as well as these little circle things are gonna get hot glued into here as well. All right, so I really stopped recording and I didn't realize it stopped recording, but I took the extra bits of this that I cut off and I made like a little rope ramp bridge thing for them to climb across. Hopefully they have enough room to climb across. Yeah, so I didn't do a really good job showing you guys what I did, but I really thought it was recording. So all I did was take a couple items that was in their original tank, which was just that log, and then their dish, which I'm sure my baby is thirsty right now. I'm gonna go miss the tank real quick because I have no water in there because I stole their bowl. So sorry. But yeah, so far I have dang, I'm not good at this. So I used some river rocks that I got from Lowe's, which was $4. It was a 50-pound bag of rocks, and it's literally just a bag of river rocks, 50 pounds of various sizes, and I used that to go around the bowls to give them something to climb up onto. Granted, these bowls aren't high in this tank, but yeah, it just gives them a little something to get into it, in and out. It's not deep like their other tank, their other bowl will be, for them to actually submerge. But again, this is just for traveling purposes. They have one little log, the climbing wall, and that's really about it that I'm gonna put into this tank, because it's 2 of them and it's not that big of a space. They're gonna be in it tonight because I'm going to scrub that tank down before I put anything else in it, because they had pooped and stuff in that tank. Yeah, so they're actually gonna be sleeping in this tonight, and yeah. So this is, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of the tank. Don't judge me, guys. So I only had one good bowl, so I made another bowl out of a plastic cup, the bottom of a plastic cup, and then you see that little pink ring. Yeah, so I had some Diva cups that I never used. All my girls, you know what those are. So I just took it and I put it inside the plastic cup just to add some little bit of reinforcer to it to cradle the water a little bit better. But yeah, so let me give you a tour of their mini apartment home that I have going on right now. I'm going to add a little climbing ramp. They honestly shouldn't need one in this, but I'm gonna add one to the pink cup just in case they need it. So I'm going to cut a piece up. This is called plastic canvas. So I'm gonna use a piece of that, if I can find my scissors, and I'm gonna cut it and use it. I'm gonna cut it and use it as a little ramp and decorate it. Okay, so what I'm about to do right now is cut some plastic canvas to make a little ramp to go in and out of for my little hermies. And like I said, I don't think they probably need it, but just in case, you just never know. So better safe than sorry. I'm gonna take it and I'm going to glue it in and over. Well, I'm gonna put leaves on it and then I'm gonna glue it in and over. All right, so what I'm currently doing is I'm going back with a hot glue gun, and I'm like, what's the word? I'm just double securing, triple, double, quadruple securing the little climbing ramp to the plastic container. So I'm just filling it with the glue back and forth so that it can support their weight. I've actually done this before with like heavy metal fixtures in my room, and it's almost was darn near impossible to come off my wall. I had to yank it down. So I'm hoping that this will be the same concept with the plastic. So what I do is just like go back and forth, tacking the glue to the coconut wall piece, as well as to the plastic of the tank. Let me get a little, I'll give you a close-up to see kind of what it looks like, what I'm doing. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so it looks kind of crazy, but I just go back and forth to attack it to it so it won't fall down. I do that on both sides. Yes. Here is a little ramp climbing thing for them to get in and out of that water if they choose to go in there. Like I said, I don't believe that they will need it, but it's there just in case. I'm probably gonna do that with the shallow boa as well. All right, so I'm giving you the mini tour of what they have going on in here. We have the 2 pools, one for fresh water and one for salt water. That's over in the corner. We got some rocks, a little bit of the climbing wall, and then of course a little rope. We also have some shells in there because they're supposed to have replacement shells just in case they decide to molt. But this is the outside view. The thing's kind of sandy and dirty, but yeah. That's what's going on. So I'm about to put them in here so I can clean out their actual tank. So this is their travel tank, and it will be their little home for the next 2 days until I finish revamping their big tank. All right, so they are currently, excuse me, I gotta wipe off the case on the outside, but they are currently in their travel case. You see Larry is getting his walk on. Sebastian is over there asleep as always because he don't do much. But yeah, they're going to hopefully enjoy this for the next day or so while I set up their new home permanent crab habitat. But yeah, and this is my travel case. And that is it. That is how I made my own travel aquarium for my Hermie babies. And yeah, so everything was relatively very inexpensive. The most expensive thing that I put inside that tank was probably the tank itself, the travel plastic tank, which was $16 at Petsmart. I will actually leave all the items that I use in my description box below because I can't really remember everything off the top of my head, but I will go back and put everything down that I used. But yes, that is it. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and yeah, hit that notification bell for updates on everything I Mean I'm Natural and my new nature babies. As always, I'm wishing you guys nothing but peace, love, positivity, and prosperity. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Y'all take care.